Sweep, sweep, sweep. The Golden State Warriors swept the Portland Trail Blazers in 4 games. They won the NBA Western Conference Finals. The Golden State Warriors are headed to the NBA Finals for the 5th straight year. And yes, that means that for the 5th straight year, the NBA Finals are coming to Oakland. That means for the 5th straight year that the NBA Finals will have a party at the Lake Chalet at 1536 Lake Shore Drive Avenue. So there are a lot of continuations here of things that have become tradition. A party at the Lake Chalet is one of them. Multiple parties because the Warriors have taken over the Lake Chalet and made it a national household name. It also means that, once again, ESPN will be returning to the Lake Chalet, and perhaps Fox in all kinds of stuff is this means. A lot of great things. It means that Oakland, before it loses the Warriors, sadly, will, once again for the 5th straight year, understand what it means to be in the national spotlight under its name. Even though that ultimately may not turn out to be the best look, again, because the Warriors are leaving Oakland, as are the Raiders, within 2 years. So, but the bottom line is, let's put that in the back burner and celebrate the fact that the Golden State Warriors are once again kings of the Western Conference and headed to the finals. And on the very day, it's almost a statement, think about this, on the very day that we see the collapse of the Los Angeles Lakers with Lakers legend and now former team president Magic Johnson establishing the coup de grace shot, getting on national television and accusing general manager Rod Paducah. He sounds like a Paducah, but I know that's not his name. And I'm so excited the Warriors won, I'm just mispronouncing names. But the bottom line is, we have to rope in the simple fact that, you know what? On the day that the Warriors won it all in the Western Conference, Rob Pelinka was said to be a backstabber by none other than Lakers legend Magic Johnson. The Lakers collapse and crash. The Warriors win again. And not just win again, but think about this. The Warriors won again without Kevin Durant. Then Andre Iguodala and Boogie Cousins was already out. So, but of that big three, only one that's out was a member or is a member of the Hampton Five. That's Andre Iguodala. But the other two were, one of them was the focus of the work of the Hampton Five. That was Kevin Durant. And you know, everyone said it. Charles Barkley said, you can't, the Warriors will not win. They will not return to the finals without Kevin Durant. Well, guess what, folks? The Warriors did. And literally, there sits Kevin Durant, healing up, waiting. So the Warriors finished early. They have, what, nine days of rest? So it's quite possible. It's very possible that we will see a Golden State Warriors team at full strength by the time the NBA Finals roll around. Think about that. I mean, consider that, okay? Consider that, okay? That's a scary thought. That's a scary thought. As Frederick Williams wrote, the Warriors are just a complete team, starters and backups. But you know what? I believe it was Mark Jackson who said it best about assembling a team with heart. But you know what? It was a great irony to hear Mark Jackson say that. Why? Because arguably Mark Jackson assembled that team. He assembled that core team. Okay, you might complain about his coaching here and there, but that core team, what was later called the Hampton Five, is a team that was assembled largely by Mark Jackson. And All they needed was a little analytics and weird plays, and they get W's and calm, and a kind of a calm, laid back sort of oh, it's okay kind of, you know, Mike Silver style kind of, hey, you know, it'll be all right deal. You say, why do I say Mike Silver aside from the fact that he's a friend of mine? Well, he's also Steve Kerr's good friend. That's why. So my point is, you can't toss enough superlatives on this one. You just can't. It is so cool to be able to talk about this, you know? I mean, it's nice. It's great for Oakland because Oakland needs a shot in the arm. Oakland needs more good news. Aside from the gentrification and the crime and the problems with the budget and the deficit and the underfunded pension liability and everything else. This is great. Juan Ramirez, how you doing? Pedro Gallardo, 5 years in a row, baby. That's right. Frederick Williams, town business, baby. Frederick Williams says the Warriors are just a complete team, starters or backups. Zilla B says, what an effort tonight, true championship medal. That is absolutely right. I mean, that's called gutting out a victory. That is called, you know, you can describe it in 2 words, wanting it, you know? And how about Draymond Green, to me, should be the series MVP. He should be the NBA playoffs MVP if there's such a mantle. Because, I mean, I want to know your view on this because Draymond Green willed the Warriors to victory. He did. And this wasn't something that started the playoffs either. This started way back when Green was getting after, remember when Draymond was getting after Kevin Durant, called him a little bitch, you know, said, hey, you know, this is a team basically, and it's not all about you, dude. You're trying to play for a Supermax contract, and, you know, we win together around here, and, you know, words to that effect, and I'm paraphrasing. Well, he's right. And so what happened was when Kevin came in, everyone just sort of like parted the way for him, you know? Go, man. Go. And they put the collective fortunes of the Warriors on the backs of Kevin Durant rather than what it has always been, a shared responsibility that brings about the slogan, strength in numbers. Incredible stuff, okay? Incredible stuff. My mom was watching downstairs with my mom. She's really happy. She's staring at the set. I had to give her a cold glass of water just, you know, just to keep her going, keep me going, and toast her and everything, and toast with her, rather. You know, it's one of the fun aspects of life I enjoy is watching these games with my mom. My mom, I've said it before, I'll say it again, my mom knows more basketball than most people, me especially, because, I mean, she watches like a hawk. My mom doesn't miss a beat. So if you want to talk basketball with somebody, I highly recommend my mother. She is the best, really is. I'm just saying that, okay? Pedro Gallardo says, I feel like the Bucks still have the upper hand, but with a situation where the Warriors resting, this is going to be entertaining. Okay, so Pedro, and I got to get the odds makers, but, you know, riddle me this, okay? Where would you put, okay, if the Warriors come back at full strength, do you think the Bucks can both beat the Warriors at full strength? You know what I said, at full strength. And I mean like with Boogie Cousins and with Kevin Durant and everybody else healthy and ready to go. I mean, how would you forecast? What would you say about that situation? I'm curious to know. How would that come out? All right. And then what do you all think about the Lakers? I'm going to switch to, in a little bit, for those of you who are waiting for me to start, I am going to switch to talking about the Raiders issue in a bit, because that's big news too. Although I may just save it for tomorrow, though, because then I can get my ducks in a row and let everybody come in. Let me see how many people come in right now. Let me put this out there in terms of, when I say put this out there, I mean put this out in social media. Put this out, you know. Let me, I'm writing join us. This is what I'm writing, folks. Take a look. When I send these out, these little notifications, this is what it looks like. See? Ding. Okay. Create, post, join us. And this goes out to my subscribers, okay? Pretty cool, huh? That's what it goes out there, right? So I'm saying, join us like that, all right? That's what I'm putting out. Whoa, I almost slipped. Oh boy. I've got the chair is trying to get away from me because it has this sort of like seat that's got a lip. And if you sit on the edge of it, it tries to spill you over, okay? Hey, by the way, I got to vent a little bit about just a little thing. There's this movie that's being promoted called Brightburn by James Gunn, and it's about this alien kid comes to this family as a baby, and then he hits puberty and discovers he's basically has Superman capabilities. He's got eyes and all this stuff. And I happened to see a clip of the ending, and he kills his mother. I'm like, why do I want to go to a theater to essentially watch the remake of Chronicle, which is what that is, upping the gore ante and putting all the powers in one bratty little kid? I'd rather give the kid a spanking, or I'd rather have Octavia Spencer as Ma. Give the kid a spanking and send him home. Don't watch this movie. It's a waste of time. Wait for Ma and then Godzilla. Godzilla King of the Monsters. Just a little tip. Save your $11. Forget Brightburn. You know, James Gunn could have done better than that. What a disgusting movie. Anyway, I digress. Just had to get that off my chest. All right. Prognosticated scores. Warriors in what? So is it going to be Warriors Raptors or Warriors Bucks? Because the last time I checked, the Raptors had the upper hand. Even though it's not an even series. But now that it has been decided that the Western Conference will be represented by the Warriors, do you think this gives the Raptors more incentive to rise up and kick the butt of the Bucks? Or are some of you out there convinced that the Bucks are unbeatable no matter what the Raptors do, in spite of the fact that the Raptors just won the last game? Welcome to Zenny 62. We're talking the NBA Finals are returning to Oakland for the 5th straight year. Repeat, the NBA Finals are returning to Oakland for the 5th straight year, right? How about that? I mean, that is really cool. Nobody has any other comments. Because if no one of you has any other comments, I'm going to switch over. Frederick says, I want to see Warriors Raptors since Toronto has yet to reach the NBA Finals. Okay. I'd like to see the Warriors Raptors. I like to see, because I think Kawhi Leonard plays his tail off. I really do. I'd like to see a Canadian team up there, you know, have a little international flavor. Because then you get the prime minister is involved against the president and make it interesting and all that stuff, I guess. Is that actually how it works with the NBA? Or is it that the Raptors are basically considered an American team that just happens to be in Canada? It may be more like that. I mean, you know, the Raptors haven't gotten this far before, have they? I have to check that. Frederick Williams says he wants to see Warriors Raptors since Toronto has yet to reach the finals. But nobody else is. Oh, Sean Watson. Sean says, not a Warriors fan, but I'm a Lakers fan. Would like to see them win. Sean, what the hell is wrong with the Lakers? Me, personally, I would not have done what Magic Johnson is. First of all, I would not have quit as team president. I would have handled everything behind the scenes, back channel politically. And then I would not have went on First Take or any other program. I don't care. I wouldn't even went on Zenny Abraham's program to talk about it. I would have kept everything back channel, you know? I mean, last time I checked, Magic was a 5% owner of the Lakers. So what's he doing? He's hurting the value, Magic Johnson, of his own ownership because he's hurting the value of the Lakers. Why? He's not going to be able to get great players. Welcome to Zenny 62, everybody. Frederick Williams says Kyle Lowry and Marc Gasol have both stepped up and played well for the Raptors so far. Yeah, I agree. But, you know, I think The Raptors, you have to give it to not just, I think Marc Gasol has done an excellent job of turning it on when he needs to turn it on lately, because it has been required of him to do so. And he did look kind of lost out there at first, but now he's coming back and being a leader. Sean Watson says that he's acting like an ex-girlfriend. Black Lion says, Golden State Warriors, baby! Woo! Black Lion says, one love, Rogue Raider Nation! Woo! John Akala says, is the Eastern Conference representative in the finals going to have a home court advantage to start? Let me see here. NBA Finals home court advantage. All right. The let's see here. Which team has home court advantage? NBA Finals. This is the format. NBA Finals are 2-2-1-1-1. Okay. 2-2-1-1-1. All right. If two teams with the same record meet around, standard tiebreakers are rules. Yeah, so it's basically, the format is 2-2-1-1-1, but in terms of who starts first, I believe, how does that work? Let's see here. I don't think they have the home court. Wait a minute. I'm checking that, okay? All right, we don't know the matchup yet. If the Bucks advance, let's see here. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. Thursday, May 30th is game 1. And that's Warriors go to whoever it is. So the Warriors travel. All right. So the Warriors travel, okay? So the first two games put the Warriors on the road, 9:00 p.m. ABC, that's Thursday, May 30th, and then Sunday, June 2nd, that's 8 p.m. ABC. Wednesday, June 5th, they don't hit the Oakland scene until Wednesday, June 5th. Game 3, that's 9 o'clock. And then Friday, June 7th, is game 4. That's at 9 o'clock. And then the Warriors traveled again on the road. That's game 5. That's 9 o'clock ABC, Monday, June 10th. Then game 6, if necessary, would be, actually game 5 if necessary. Game 6 if necessary. June 13th, that's a Thursday. And that's at the Coliseum, 9 o'clock Thursday. And then finally, game 7, Sunday, June 16th, the Warriors travel to the opponent for a game that's 8 o'clock Sunday night on ABC. All times are on ABC. So that's what you're looking at. So the Warriors don't start off with a home field. And Black Lion says Warriors in 5. Jordan Yancey says Milwaukee will have home court advantage. But even if the Raptors win, the Raptors would have home court advantage, because that doesn't change with who wins. Either the Bucks or the Warriors will have home court advantage, because the Warriors will have to either travel to Toronto or they'll have to travel to Milwaukee. In either case, it's a long flight. So, yeah. So, all right. And Jeff G says, I'm back, but I wasn't aware that you left. So, okay. Now, so where are we here? It is Golden State Warriors win NBA. Yes, that's true. Black Lion says the Raptors have a better record than the Warriors. Actually, let's check that. I believe they do, yeah. So, let's see here. NBA standings. Okay. So here we are. The Eastern Conference, the Bucks are 60-22. The Warriors are 57-25. So yeah. And the Raptors are 58-24. So the Warriors The Raptors are better than your Milwaukee Bucks by all of one game. I mean, excuse me. The Raptors are better than your Golden State Warriors by all of one game. So that's where it stacks. That's how the ball bounces. How the ball bounces. How the cookie. Excuse me. How the ball bounces. Sean Watson, you didn't answer my question, dude. What's wrong with your LA Lakers? I just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Why did your Lakers collapse? What happened? Was it just magic? Was it just Rod Pelinka? Who was, Rod Pelinka, I knew nothing about the guy. If anything, this entire Lakers soap opera has made me pay attention to who Rod Pelinka is, because I'd never heard of the dude. Rod Pelinka was, do you know who Rod Pelinka was? Anybody? Bueller? Rod Pelinka was Kobe Bryant's agent. Frederick Williams said it best. The Lakers are such a hot mess. Rod Pelinka was Kobe Bryant's agent before he became the GM of the Lakers. Wow. So he goes from being the agent to the GM. You thought Mike Mayock made a leap. That's another way to get a GM job. You go from being the agent to the GM, whereas, Mayock was a draft nick. He just, like the talking piece, right? Wow. Black Lion says, wow, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't either. Frederick Williams says, the Lakers are such a hot mess. Yep. Black Lion says, the Lakers are dead from the neck up. I mean, they're tore up. They're tore up from the floor up. Yeah. They went from, what did we go from? We went from the idea that a year and a half ago, LeBron was going to join the Lakers and immediately steal remember this? How some people said, oh, the Lakers are going to be the next NBA Finals champions because they're getting LeBron. And remember how I said, no, LeBron's best place is with the Golden State Warriors. If LeBron had had his butt with the Warriors, LeBron would have been headed back to the finals for a record, how many times? 11th? I don't know. It's an ungodly high number, right? But no, he didn't listen to Zenny. I told him, man, I even found a picture of LeBron in a Warriors jersey. Put it up there on my vlog. Said, dude, you need to be with Golden State in Oakland, making it happen. But no. And they said, oh, no. Why not? Anyway, I'm waiting for Seth to tell me what's going on with his Lakers. I hear nothing. Crickets. Okay, no. Oh, here he is, right on cue. He says, you never thought I knew it would take a year to, well. Actually, you didn't tell me how long you thought it was going to take. I wasn't mocking you. And I'm not a Lakers hater. Most of my life, I've liked the Lakers. I still like the Lakers, That goes back to when I was little. That goes back to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who was originally named Lou Alcindor. That goes back to Kobe and Shaq, right? That goes back to Magic Johnson and how that goes back to the great Laker battles against the Boston Celtics and the hated Larry Bird, okay? All that stuff, which unfortunately started off having a racial divide, but to their credit, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson saw that, and so they developed their friendship around the rivalry and quite literally brought the country together. I thought that was a beautiful thing. Still don't root for the Celtics, though, but still, okay? All right. Showtime with Pat Riley, yeah. And Jordan Yancey says, ESPN and all news outlets keep trying to find a reason to talk about the Lakers. Whoa, excuse me. The Lakers, don't you think the Lakers kind of give us a reason to talk about them? Okay, all right. Really, okay. Jordan Yancey says, all the news outlets were talking about LeBron James is not going to like the coach. LeBron was at a news conference today and the rest of the team was too, but the news outlets wasn't showing it. That's an interesting point. Bible studies, how you doing? Go Warriors. No, look. Look, okay, it's like this. Whatever team LeBron James had went to that had that kind of meltdown would have gotten the attention. It just so happens it was the Lakers. Yeah, so it could have happened with the Mavericks. It could have happened, which I think would have been great for them. It could have happened with the Pelicans. Okay, it could have happened with a number of teams. It just so happened. I mean, in terms of where Magic went, but in reality, Magic wasn't going to New Orleans. In reality, he wasn't going to Dallas. In reality, he went to LA. So Magic Johnson set the stage for that. When LeBron James and he decided to put together this deal to bring LeBron to LA, all right? So, you know, there you go. All right. Okay, folks, so what I'm going to do is this. It is late. I intended to talk about that, and I did. However, I'm going to pick up the whole Raider issue tomorrow, because if I go today, right now, I want to save some gunpowder for tomorrow. I am going to save some gunpowder for tomorrow, all right? Now, what's the announcement? I'll tell you, folks. All right, the Las Vegas Stadium Authority, after having the Raiders construction guy issue reports that basically says, hey, and this is in writing, this is on schedule, that by September, mid-September 2020, the stadium will be finished. Do you know what they did this time? They put out a new report moving after I made note of what I told you. After I made headlines about it. After my reporting essentially, I guess, embarrassed them because they didn't think anybody was going to read it. All right. After months of moving the schedule back, you know what they do? They decided to move it back where it was before. Bad. Playing games with the schedule because Zinni outed them. Ooh, isn't that petty? Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that funny? Wow. Wow, baby, wow. As Austin Powers would say, yeah, baby, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey, Bible studies, thank you very much for being the moderator on the spot, dude. Thank you. But yeah, instead of telling the truth about the Las Vegas Stadium issue, they got to get a broom and cover it up, especially because somebody out there is trying to report exactly what's going on with that thing. In truth. I mean, I thought for a moment it was going to be Jedi Rich Lightlauer, but have you seen his Twitter account lately? I mean, it's full of he and his wife in these photos and videos of them scantily clad, wearing next to nothing, and she's dancing in her kitchen making a steak. I'm not making this up, all right? This is on Twitter. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. I thought they were trying to establish credibility here. I thought, I'm not going to pay attention to them. I'm not one to normally say, call out credibility and that sort of thing. But I realized there is a limit to even what I will put up with in the release of information. If somebody has great information, I'll overlook a lot. But this stuff, and then their reporting really went off the range. In other words, it wasn't where they were actually taking this daring leap, going onto the property, showing us exactly what was going on. It's like somebody got to them and said, you know what, you need to stop, or something's going to happen. And if that's the case, it was their duty to report it. If they were threatened, it's their duty to report it. It's only right. But they didn't do that. But their coverage reflects that somebody got to them. Okay. That's bad. Bad stuff. All right, folks. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to pick the Raiders discussion up tomorrow.